Hello and a warm welcome to my YouTube channel where I try to cover stocks and derivative data on a regular daily basis. So today I've brought to you NLC India Limited, formerly known as Navili Lignite Corporation, a Navratna Government of India company. It is into the mining of lignite and generation of power, both fossil fuel power as well as solar. It has a return on capital employed of 8.35%. The government, which is the principal promoter, holds 79.6% of the equity. Mutual funds hold 11.2%. FIIs are holding 0.67% from, and the public around 8.9%. Among the non-promoter highest shareholders are Nippon India Mutual Funds, collectively holding 2%, and Life Insurance Corporation of India, which holds 1.5% of the stock. The stock has come under the Benjamin Graham Value Screener top pick in this current valuations and based on its results and all. So it looks like fundamentally a very strong company. So let's now look at the chart. But before we go to the charts, a quick reminder to viewers who would like to learn harmonics, Ichimoku, trading psychology, risk management, and a lot of other factors on how to approach the market, how to reduce risk, how to control the discipline as a trader day in, day out, how to, find the top weak ones or the top strong ones, which you can identify and trade with the trend. Along with all this, are there in the video recordings with PDF and hand-holding follow-through guidance. So those interested can click on the link in the description box and check out all the details. And if you have any doubts, please send me a query and I will respond. Now let's have a look at the charts. Navy Lignite from 2008, has gone into and then there was a dip till 2000, 1 year, the subprime dip. And since then, the stock has been in a major triangle kind of formation from it finally broke out. So we had a huge sideways move which came in it. As a result of that, the stock didn't do much and came out. So now it's finally broken out of that. And this particular high made in 2010 got tested sometime back and in the month of May. And from there, we've seen a minor reaction coming, which is very normal for a stock at such levels. So overall, looks like a stock which is broken out here in this zone out here. So monthly wise, stock looks quite bullish. Now let's have a look at the weekly. In the weekly also, the stock made a upside Tasuki gap Japanese candlestick for formation out here, which resulted in a minor dip and a sharp candle formation last week. And now today being the first day of the week, it's too early to say what the weekly formation is doing out here. But the upside Tasuki Japanese candlestick theory, which is a three candle theory, is normally a signal of the continuation of a strong uptrend in it. So the weekly looks also promisingly good, like the monthly out here. Now in the daily, I spotted a bearish harmonic pattern formation today in it. So in the very lower time frame, daily time frame, there is a possibility of a pullback in the stock, not a weak signal, but rather an opportunity for investors who missed out or who want to add the stock to add it a bit more, like a drop down. So strategy for me in this stock would be to look for SIP in it, gradually accumulated over the next few days or weeks as the trend promises ahead. On the upside up to 96 and or up to 100, and on the downside till 85. So between 100 and 85 would be a good SIP zone, giving us a 7 rupees up and 7 rupees down to cover this top, as much as we like from a medium to long term perspective. The targets which are possible in it are, the first, there is a minor resistance, not a huge one, but a minor resistance around 115, as we can 120, as we can see at the time of listing. The high of this candle was 119.8 and the low of this candle was 122. So between 115 to 120, there will be some uh, possibility of a pause out here. So that can be a short term target for it. Above that, the stock has a potential of 200. So it looks like a very strong stock. While on the other downside, supposing it continues to drip below this trend line which it broke and slips below 70, then there would be this pattern would be considered a failure. Anything below, sorry, not 70, I would put it at 69. Anything slipping below 69, 68 would mean that the breakout was a false one. It could then linger down all the way to 58, 57 like this. So from even a short-term perspective, if you accumulate between 85 to 100 and keep a restriction at 69 for upside 115 is also good. And even from a long-term perspective, a good SIP stock where we can even keep a bigger, wider range for SIP on the downside till 58, which is a massive Ichimoku support in the monthly, 215 on the up. So you get a bigger, wider range to cover from a long-term perspective for a target of 200 plus. So from all angles, strong stock, uh, well placed at all in all its perspective. A disclaimer, please do not consider this to be a trading or investing advice. Please do your research thoroughly before concluding on a decision whether you would like to invest or trade in it. I hope this video is of help to you. Please don't forget to like the video, share the channel, subscribe to the channel. Happy investing till then.